Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Against the Public for May 28th. I'm Dana Lane. Today we'll go through my top 3 Major League Baseball free plays, and after the show, run on over to Pickdawgz.com where I'll have my top Major League Baseball, NHL, and NBA premium plays loaded up on the website. You can get those single plays, or better yet, I'll also have a Major League Baseball 3-pack, $49.99, gives you every one of my premium plays for one low price. And every single play, every 3-pack, all come with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee that states you must profit or receive an immediate site credit for the purchase price. In addition, there's only one way to get every play that I release, and that's to jump on an annual or a 30-day or a 90-day all access pass. And that 30-day pass is just $11 a day. The 90-day pass is $10 a day, and the annual all access pass is just $3.56 a day. You get every play I release all the way through college and pro football season next year for one low price. And guys, everybody who is an all access member right now, 67% winners over the last 7 days in the NBA. That's number one amongst cappers with at least 12 plays. MLB all access customers, 59% winners over the last 30 days. Absolutely smashing it. So let's work together. Get to pickdawgz.com. And you 3-pack customers, I know we smashed it again last night. So I expect every single one of you to be back either on a 3-pack again on Tuesday or an all access pass. Let's keep this thing rolling. Okay, on to our free plays for Tuesday, 4:10 Eastern Time. 953, 954, Los Angeles Dodgers, minus 215, 8.5 over minus 15 against the New York Mets. Tyler Glasnow against Tyler McGill. I'm not sure what's going on with this Dodger offense. They certainly have a payroll that said they should be better than what they are right now. I do know the bottom of their lineup is non-existent. I guess that's the word to use. But they've lost 5 straight games. They've averaged just over 2 runs a game in that span. And to make it worse, if you take out that game against the Cincinnati Reds where they scored 6 runs and a 9-6 loss, the Dodgers averaged just 1.25 runs per game over the other 4 games. It's not good in Los Angeles. And I have friends of mine that are massive Dodger fans, and they are just have not been happy with Dave Roberts for a very long time. And I don't know if it's Roberts' fault or not, but I can tell you that bottom of the lineup is that it's almost automatic over the last week or so. Tyler McGill will get to start for the New York Mets. He's been a little bit better than Glasnow. He's got a 1.80 ERA over his last 5 starts. The Mets have won just 1 of those 5 games, though. Glasnow has limited opposition. The opposition to 321 slugging percentage. Hitters are just hitting 181 against Glasnow. The veteran brings in a 2.20 ERA over his last 5 starts into this one. The number is holding steady. We are seeing 69% of the early money coming in on the over, which is the total is what we're focusing on. 82% of the tickets are also on the over. Perhaps maybe wait a little bit, see if we can get a better number on this, maybe get some even money on this, maybe a little bit of plus money depending on your book. But we're going to go against the public in this one under 8.5. Game number 2, 6:40 Eastern Time, 9:51. 9:52 St. Louis Cardinals against the Cincinnati Reds. Reds minus $1.25, 9.5 under minus 20. Kyle Gibson against Andrew Abbott. The Reds have won 4 straight after winning the first game of this series, 3-1. Nick Lodolo was on fire. Bullpen was great for the Reds. They gave up 5 hits, no walks, 1 earned run, 12 Ks, and the only run they gave up was a solo shot by Paul Goldschmidt. So great job by the Reds pitching. It was a 3rd straight game where Cincinnati has allowed just 1 run. They've outscored their opponent 10-3 in that span. St. Louis have played better of late, but they're still just 29th in baseball in runs scored. And to put that in perspective, only the Chicago White Sox are worse than the St. Louis Cardinals in runs scored this season. St. Louis is 25th in hits per game, 27th in homers. Just to make sure that we're not going to get beat by a few long balls, I'm pretty sure we're not going to get that from St. Louis in this one. Abbott has been terrific over his last 4 starts. He's allowed just 5 earned runs in 24 innings. That comes out to a 1.88 ERA. Gave up just 21 hits and with 16 Ks and just 4 walks in that span. Pretty good numbers. 96% of the early cash is on the Reds. That bumped that consensus number up from minus $1.25 to, or up to minus $1.25 from $1.20. 76% of the tickets are on the Reds as well. I like the public side in this one. We're going to take Cincinnati minus $1.25. And game number 3, 9:40 Eastern Time, 9:59, 9:60, Miami Marlins against the San Diego Padres. Padres minus $1.25, 7.5 over minus 15. Jesus Luzardo against Matt Waldron. Luzardo is just 2-3 this season, but his numbers are terrific. He's allowed just 34 hits in his last 40 2/3 innings and 36 in his last 45 2/3 innings. Also 46 Ks in that span. And it looks like he gets stronger with every start. In his last 3 starts, Luzardo has allowed just 2 earned runs in 19 2/3 innings and is riding a 14-inning streak where he has yet to allow an earned run. Matt Waldron, knuckleball guy, I guess. You're going to see him throw a knuckleball a little bit. Been really good over his last 3 starts, but still owns a 5.76 ERA over his last 5 starts. Waldron isn't a true knuckleball pitcher, so don't get excited. You're not going to see floaters in the air, for 5-6 innings. He will throw that knuckleball about 35% of the time. The top knuckleball pitchers will throw it 80-85% of the time. You'll see about 35% of the time from Waldron. Still kind of cool to see a knuckleball out there. He also has a four-seamer. He's got a cutter. He's got a sweeper. He's got a sinker. My only problem with pitchers like this is when you got too much going on, this means they're kind of average at a lot of different things. And that's how I feel about Waldron. It's either feast or famine. If you look at his numbers, when he's good, he's great. When he's bad, he's horrible. And I think he's going to be the latter in this game today. So far, almost all the money's on the Padres, along with 89% of the ticket count. I'm going against the public here and taking Miami plus the 105. Before we close the show out, I started to do this before, and I just kind of wanted to get back to this because I think it's important. I think it's adds something to the show, number one, but it also adds something to your handicapping. And I want to give out, some tips almost on a daily basis now, just depending on the time that I have, but a lot of time today. So your handicapping tip for Tuesday when it comes to Major League Baseball, we are almost at the end of the month, so I wanted to review a few numbers that might help you on Tuesday and throughout the week. In the month of May, and this is just in the month of May, not April, but in the month of May, favorites are 201 and 152. That's a win percentage of 5.69. But $100 bettors, even though you're way over that 500 mark, $100 bettors are down $1,291. Underdogs, obviously the flip side record, 152 and 201, but you would be up $133. Not sure if it's worth it. Home teams, 194 and 159 in the month of March, 550 win percentage, plus $556. Road teams, minus $1,715. Which teams are having the best and worst months? Well, the best is the New York Yankees, 18-6 record, plus $784. Colorado, 12-12 this month, plus $762. That means they're winning a lot of those as a big underdog. They're winning those games outright. So you might want to take that with you as you move forward. And we saw that this past weekend against Philly. Cleveland rounds it out with the top 3, 17-8, plus $736. The worst, well, it's the New York Mets, 7-16 this month, minus $890. The Texas Rangers, 9-15, minus $758. And Oakland, 8-16, minus $736. So that does it for your handicapping tip and free play for Tuesday. Please go to Pickdawgz.com and get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all-access pass that gives you every game that I release for one low price. Here's your Tuesday recap. Los Angeles Dodgers, New York Mets under 8.5 minus $1.05. Cincinnati minus $1.25, and Miami plus $1.05. That does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who continues to watch. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Apparently that's important. Appreciate it if you would. I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Tuesday.